What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys my January haul. Now, I was a very lapse on this situation towards the end of last year, and now I want to bring it back as monthly hauls, especially because I'm reducing my makeup. It should be a lot easier for me to bring you guys hauls. I will say that there are a couple of things that I purchased late in January that have not come yet, so I'm just gonna let you guys know what they are and I'll show them in my February haul. So I purchased an obscene amount of Hakuhodo brushes. I got an email from them saying that they were going to increase their prices, so I jumped on the brushes that I wanted that were still in stock before those increases actually occurred. I got some of JD Glow's new like pigments. I was just in love. I had to get 4, so I only got 4. And then from Beauty Bar Baby I got some single eyeshadows because I have been really wanting to get some more pinks, and they just released their Valentine's Day collection. I also purchased some things from some Etsy brands. I got one single shadow from Touch of Glam. I needed that Touch of Glam single and it could not go out of stock before I could purchase it. And then I also purchased some things from Enchanted Lustry Cosmetics, another single. So all things that I know are going to take a while to get here. When they get here, I'll show you guys in a haul, and then I will of course review them, but I wanted to let you guys know that I purchased those in January. Now, there is one order in this little bundle that I'm going to be talking about, super small, super light, that I ordered during Black Friday. That was a whole thing. I will give you guys a synopsis of what happened when I do my review on these items, because I'm just going to do a review on this brand separately. So I'll tell you guys what happened with that shipping, but I will say their customer service was impeccable. FedEx was terrible. Okay. All right, so I made, I think, only one Ulta order in the month of January. I'm pretty sure it was only one Ulta order, and I went in store and I got a bunch of Morphe brushes, Let me see if I have any nearby. I went in store and got a bunch of Morphe brushes after I returned some foundations, 2 foundations that I ordered in December that were just not my shade. So I purchased a bunch of Morphe brushes. They're nice, not too bad. They're nice. And then in my only order that I had shipped to me, because these items were not in store and I was tired of waiting, I got the Venus XL 2 palette. I'm super excited for this. I have already like swatched it just to see what the colors look like, and I've already played with it a couple times on my eyes. Hopefully by the time I put this video up, you guys will have already seen a like tutorial or something with this palette. I'm gonna focus on getting a couple more tutorials out each month than I've done in the past, so I'm really excited to show you guys about this. In that same Ulta order, I ordered another Equal Tools sponge. My last one, we had a rip in the bottom. I think this is now my 3rd Equal Tools sponge. I really enjoy these, and this is my favorite sponge. So that is that. And then I got, okay. I got 2 more things in this order. They were my other 2 bronzers for the month. I can't remember for the life of me what my first bronzer was, but I got this blush and it's in a luminous bronze from e.l.f. I thought this would be a really interesting bronzer. It is what I am wearing today, and I don't think the luminosity is too bad. I think it gives it more of a satin sheen on my skin, which is nice. The undertone is not bad. It is warmer than my complexion, which most things are. I like it. I think a lot of people won't necessarily like it, but I do. So that is that. And then the other thing I got with this butter bronzer in Endless Summer, this is now their darkest shade that they have on the website and anywhere. I finally got to smell the smell of the butter bronzer. This is interesting. This actually smells like a hairspray that I use when I have braids, so I'm not offended by the smell. I'm not necessarily intoxicated by it either. It just reminds me of my hairspray. So yeah, it's a decent bronzer. It does work on my complexion. I will be doing bronzer reviews on both of these babies, so do not worry. I really need to figure out what my first bronzer was that I ordered. I don't remember. Let me look in my collection because it has to be. Let me look. I have no idea where that bronzer is or what it was that I ordered in the month of January, but I went through my card statement and I didn't see another order. I don't know. Anyways, he done did. Okay, now let's go. I made a Beautylish order to get some more brushes, specifically these babies right here. This is the Sonia G Face Pro set. I did pre-order these, so by the time this video comes up, like everybody and their mother's already going to talk about these. I did pre-order these, so I got these really early. I have been testing them out. I do enjoy these brushes. I really enjoy Sonia G's brushes. I did get a sampling of a few when I made my first order, getting some luxury brushes with mainly a bunch of Wayne Goss brushes. This is the Sonia G Worker 1. I really enjoyed how soft those brushes were and how they applied the eyeshadow on my eye. So I wanted to go ahead and give her face brushes a try. I love these. I really do. This is a very beautiful bronzer brush, and because it's angled, you can really just like chisel it in. I really do enjoy this brush for bronzer. This brush I use for blush, so I go ahead and stipple it on and then I blend it out with the top. That's what I do with my Sephora brush and everything, so I really do enjoy this baby. This is a really interesting brush. This you can use to detail set or anything else like that. I've also used this in my crease for my original transition color. Beautiful multi-use brush. This I've only used to set under my eyes. I think it does beautiful. It's actually rivaling for the position of my under eye setting brush in comparison to my Sonia Kashuk. That has been my under eye setting brush since I purchased it, and I think this one is definitely gonna compete and win easily. It's so much softer, and it's a perfect angle to go right under my eye. It's beautiful. And then the last brush in this set is this fan brush. This is my first fan brush, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, it applies my highlighter beautifully, like nicely. It is what applied my highlighter today, but it makes it subtle. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's like I don't like that there's no option. Like, I went on with my highlighter easily 4 or 5 times today, and it's still pretty subtle. And my thing is, like, now that I'm into highlighter, if I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna wear it. So that's my only thing. A lot of these brushes, I've seen other people use them in different ways. I do enjoy that her brushes are so multifaceted, but her brushes are insanely soft, so I would recommend them. I know they're super expensive, but like, if there's a brush that like you're obsessed with, like if you're obsessed with bronzer, just get this brush, you know what I mean? So I love that I have them, but you know, don't die if you don't get them. You won't die. You won't. Next, I made a Juvia's Place order. I actually got 2 of these, one for me, one for you. I have not broken into this one yet. Like I said, I just have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and this one is just not priority. I'm happy I have it, but it's not priority because there are other palettes that are newer that I would like to get out for you guys. This is what it looks like, and this is the inside. If you want a review, trust and believe somebody else that you watch on YouTube has done a review on this baby. Okay, I also went into Rite Aid and I got this eyeshadow palette. I'm pretty sure this is the only makeup item I got during that order, or that purchase when I went in, because I don't remember getting anything else. I have already tested this out on my eyes, and I do already have my thoughts. I just have not gone ahead and shown you guys the thoughts in a video when I'm recording this. Hopefully by the time this goes up, I will have already shown you guys a tutorial and review on this baby. But yeah, look forward to that review. Okay, so the last things I want to talk about were the order that I referenced at the beginning. which was the one that I made from Black Friday. Okay, so last group of items that I want to talk about today is from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. Now, this is the brand that I was referencing before, that it took forever and a day for me to get the package. Like I said, I will explain it more when I do a review of these items. Oh, I'm missing a whole item. I will do a review and explain the situation, but their customer service was aces. FedEx was not so much. So let me just show you guys the stuff that I got. I got one of their brushes. I got the 306 highlighter brush. This is the brush that a lot of people who have gotten their brushes in PR, or they purchase them, really go back and use every day basically. So I wanted to get this. I got the sponge because I hear really good things about the sponge. It's interesting. It's not only super pointed and pretty rounded at the bottom, there is also a side of the pointed that is flat and the other side is round. So it's an interesting shape, very unique shape. I also got one of her lipsticks. Is that what she calls it? She calls it a Fanta stick. I got one of those. It's like a gloss stick. I thought it was very interesting. I did purchase this before the new year, so this was not something that I broke my no buy on lip products for. And this is ametrine, so I'm really excited for this. And then I got two of her mood crayons. I'm really excited for these mood crayons. Almost everybody who tries these says that these are like the only eyeliners that they need in their life, and so I went ahead and purchased two because she broke up and she no longer has like the bright bundle situation. So I went ahead and got two that I'm really interested in. I got a red and a yellow. I do have a yellow from ColourPop, but you know, it's ColourPop. And then I don't have a red eyeliner, so I'm really excited for these. I will probably be trying them tomorrow. And then last but certainly not least, I got one of her eyeshadow palettes. Now I got the one that intrigued me the most, and this was one of the more metallic-y ones, and this one is called Enchanted Secrets. Now this was supposed to be limited edition. Everybody's wondering why it's still on her site, but I'm happy it still was. And this is what it looks like. Now in person, can I see any duochrome situation? I can't see any duochrome situation, but the patterns in these eyeshadows are insane. Let me see if I can get my camera to show it to you guys. That's the pattern of the eyeshadows. I think that this palette looks beautiful. From the reviews that I've seen, this was the most like metallic-y and the one that a lot of people recommended. It is pretty small. Just to give you guys a correlation, that's my palm. And if you're wondering like, sis, are your palms big or small, let me show you against a Juvia's Place palette. It is a pretty small palette. I did assume, I'm not gonna lie, that it was pretty much the Juvia's Place sizing just because of the price, but I'm here nor there. I'm excited to finally have this baby in my hands, and I don't want to swatch any of this stuff because I do want to do a first review. I want to do a first, what is it? Oh my god. I want to do a testing makeup video. First impressions. Good lord. I want to do a first impressions on all of these items. So that'll be two first impressions that'll be coming up in the month of February, because I still have not recorded my first impressions on my Natasha Denona palette. But anyways, that is all the items that I purchased in the month of January. Pretty short and sweet for me. I know it might not be for other people, but yeah, the month of February is going to be really hard for me to stick to my low buy rules, because I've been really interested in bringing a lot more pinks into my collections. And there are a lot of pretty pink collections coming out, and then I have a lot of bronzers that I'm really interested in. So I might go ahead and actually talk about a wish list that I have going. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Let me know if there's any item in this haul particular that you guys are really dying for a review. If I have already done a review since recording this, I will link that review up in the cards and down below. But yeah, as always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.